I use a word a lot, I just added it to the channel. So, what is compassion? Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlie, and I would like to talk to you for a little bit today on compassion, because a lot of people get this wrong. Contrary to popular opinion and what a lot of dictionaries will tell you, compassion is not an emotion. It is possible to feel compassion in that compassion literally means to suffer with someone else. But the actual act of compassion is what we're talking about today. Compassion is an action. The Charter for Compassion defines it as one of two specific actions, either living by the golden or the silver rule. The golden rule is quite simple, and I'm sure you've probably heard it before. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Do not do unto others as you would not have them do unto you. These two things together are compassion. It's the actions that we take, not necessarily how we feel. One of the main reasons this distinction is made is the actual feeling that most people talk about when they discuss compassion is actually pity. Pity can be harmful. Pity looks down on other people. Pity sees others as poor, unfortunate souls, in pain, in need. And that's not what we're about. We're here to actually help each other, to lift each other up, to be there for one another, and to make the world a better place. At least the little corner of it that we are in, and the even smaller part of it that we have some say and control over. Compassion begins with yourself. I mean, it's right there in the definition, right? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Well, how do you want people to be for you? So this can be really difficult, especially for people like me who are trans. Learning to have compassion for yourself and to get past the problems with dysphoria and the general self-loathing that gets pressed into you by our culture and society for being different and not exactly the way people want you to be is hard to get past and hard to get through. Once you get to the other side, though, you discover exactly how you want to be treated. You want to be treated kindly, fairly, justly. You want people to actually listen to you and hear what you have to say, not just respond because they're wanting to signal that they heard you. Sometimes we just need people to be a sounding board for the strange ideas that are in our head. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine and valid. Compassion is not conditional. Let me say that one more time. Compassion is not conditional. We should not be compassionate for those who are compassionate towards us alone. Someone has to start the ball rolling. In fact, in metta practice, which is a practice in Buddhism where you actually contemplate compassion and wish good things upon people, you begin in concentric circles, starting with yourself, your family, your friends, strangers, and then your enemy. Yes, that's right. You wish good things even upon those that wish you harm. What are the good things? Specifically in a metta practice, the most common form of this wish is to say, may I be filled with joy in the causes of joy, and may I be free from suffering in the causes of suffering. May my family be filled with joy in the causes of joy, and may my family be free from suffering in the causes of suffering. May my friends be filled with joy in the causes of joy. May my friends be free from suffering in the causes of suffering. May the stranger be filled with joy in the causes of joy. May the stranger be free from suffering in the causes of suffering. May my enemies be filled with joy and the causes of joy. And may my enemy be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. Now this may seem strange to you that you would wish joy and freedom from suffering upon your enemies. But in this way of thinking, joy is an abundance of goodness because you are acting in a compassionate life and have found true contentment within. Suffering is caused from excess attachment and holding on to things too strongly, or being too averse to things, causing suffering when you're in their presence. So you see, if your enemy were filled with joy in the causes of joy and free from suffering in the causes of suffering, then your enemy would no longer be an enemy, because they would no longer have aversion towards you or the desire for control, because these are the things that bring us down. Sorry to get a little Buddhist in here, but I find it very important to kind of share these thoughts when discussing compassion. So yeah, I do meta practice every day, and I've found it very helpful for me to feel both better connected to the people around me. In fact, when I say friends, I often will visualize the faces of my friends. Same with my family. And especially with those that I deem my enemies, it is a good practice to get into. Now, this doesn't mean that we are necessarily letting these people off the hook, or no longer working to thwart their dastardly deeds. That is not compassionate. Compassion is action. We do unto others as we would have them do unto us. When a friend of ours becomes a TERF, we tell them they're doing the wrong thing. So that's a brief overview of compassion. This channel is not going to become a home for little sermonettes too often, but compassion is very important for me and something that I want to make sure to be doing more talks about and incorporating into more of the topics that I discuss on this channel. So I thought it would be important to lay out what compassion is. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and maybe subscribe and hit that notification bell. I stream twice a week on Wednesdays and Fridays. And if you'd like to help me continue making more videos like this or get access to any of my work, down in the description you'll find a link to both my Ko-fi and my Patreon account. Thank you to everybody who does that. You mean the world to me. Now, since the world is a huge garbage fire, say it with me now. Remember, Black Lives Matter, Black Trans Lives Matter, trans identities are magic. And until next time, may you have the courage to ride your dreams into reality, and don't forget to have the fun. Bye.